Eddie House, Kendrick Perkins, Amina Smith here with you. And after a 40-minute delay in the fourth quarter, the Denver Nuggets, they beat the Celtics 123-109. And guys, I feel like the flow of the game changed in that fourth quarter. Things were going for the Celtics trying to get back in this game. Eddie, how did that delay just really alter just the feeling of this matchup?
Well, you know what, it kind of did a little bit, but really I think that Denver just dictated everything tonight. They dictated how they wanted to play. They forced the Celtics to play their type of game. And Jokic just had his way. I mean, it's the reason why he's a two-time MVP, but he had his way. I don't think that we attacked him enough. But at the same time, I feel like in the second half, we did start getting into the paint a little bit more. We settled for too many threes. I think we started feeling like the three that's the type of team we are. We are not the Splash Brothers. We are not Steph. We don't have Clay. We don't have that. We do have serviceable guys and guys that can make threes, but we got to play a different way. And when we not making threes, find other ways to get easy baskets. We get caught into that, but we had our opportunities, but you got to tip your cap off to Denver. Denver played a way better game tonight. They had a great game plan.
Perk, where was this game lost for the Celtics?
Before the game started, and I'm saying that respectfully, and I'm not trying to even be funny. I'm serious, because coming into tonight's game, Denver had already won 6 out of their last 7, and the loss that they had was a 1-point loss against Sacramento on a back-to-back in Sacramento, and so this team had already been playing exceptionally well. Jokic had been balling, Aaron Gordon, Bruce Brown, Caldwell Pope, and I think again, we know about the others. I don't think the Celtics put enough emphasis on the others. Yes, Jokic, we already know he's one of the best players in the world. Caldwell Pope, he brings that championship experience. And to me, the Celtics was not ready from the start of the game. They just wasn't ready. It seemed like, in my opinion, that the Denver Nuggets had more to prove in this game than the Boston Celtics. Like, they came out saying that we have something to prove to the world by beating the best team in the world, in my opinion, in the Boston Celtics. And they came out and they showed it tonight.
Yeah, this was the first time that the Nuggets, they beat the Celtics since 2019. And Nikola Jokic, he led the way. This was his 9th triple-double of the season. Eddie, just how was the Joker able to just have his way, especially in the paint tonight?
I just think that just the way he plays, it's different. When you watch him play, right, he does all the things, passing, because he's a great passer. So we know that he's going to make the right play. I just like the way that Mike Malone does stuff to put him in position. They run big-to-big pick and rolls, and sometimes he's a pick setter, and sometimes he's the guy coming off of that pick. And so nobody really sees that. There's not a team out there that runs that consistently like the Denver Nuggets do. And when they run those plays, it puts your guys in different situations. We see what Joe Mazzulla tried to do. He tried to combat that because we like to switch a lot, and we were getting switched off, and we have Derek White down there guarding big Jokic. So he tried to put Grant Williams in, and it still didn't work because you're not used to covering having those coverages in your repertoire, which you need to get used to that, especially if you are. So whoever was on scout tonight, they got to figure that out next time they play the Denver Nuggets. But at the same time, my thing is this: when Jokic is out there on the court, you have to really just man up and try to guard him and really focus on everybody else. Keep everybody else in front of you. Don't get caught ball watching, because they will cut, and he's a great passer, and we've seen that again tonight.
Let's bring in Scal, who's live out there in Denver right now. And Scal, we're talking about the Joker, able to rebound, get points in the paint, but also is a playmaker out there on the court for the Denver Nuggets. What did you see out of the MVP candidate in this matchup?
Everything you throw at him, he has an answer for. If you want to switch, he'll have an answer for that. He could go big on the perimeter. He could take a small to the block. His passing's on point. Everyone cuts off of him. They run motion to get him going off the cuts. He just makes the right basketball play, and because he touches the ball over 100 times a game, that usually works out for the Nuggets.
And Scal, you were out there for that 40-minute delay and trying to fill the time in the broadcast. Kudos to you, because I don't know how you could have done it. I don't think I could have done it out there, but just tell me how the flow of the game changed once that 40-minute delay hit in the fourth quarter.
I mean, we made our run. We were still down 13. I think it would have been different if we walked down a lead from 13 to 6 and then the delay happened. But, we didn't have it today. We weren't making shots today. We moved the ball. We got open shots. We weren't making shots. So when you got Nikola Jokic doing what he's doing offensively, and you're missing shots, you're not gonna win games on the road like that. And I don't know why our shooting has been off. I thought today we moved it well. I thought we made great decisions. But ultimately in this league, you've got to make shots. And Denver today made them. And with us missing, you're not gonna probably come out victorious.
Perk, I know you said at the beginning of the show that the Celtics, they lost this matchup before they even came into this matchup against the Denver Nuggets. However, as a player, how does a delay like that in this game with 40 minutes, how does that take you out of the matchup mentally?
I don't know. I thought it was going to actually work out in the Celtics' favor. You know, playing in that altitude is no joke. I thought they probably needed it to get hydrated. You know what I'm saying? Get some water in their system. But it could have affected the Denver Nuggets as well. It was two sides that were, you know, sitting on the side for an extended period of time due to this delay. But it's part of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just your mentality. Denver still had to go out there and close the game out. And so, you know, no excuses. But I mean, and let me say this to House and Scal and to yourself. When I look at Jokic, okay, and I watch him, I've been very, very disrespectful in a way of not acknowledging his greatness over the last 2 years. But he is the most skilled big to ever touch the damn basketball, to ever play in the NBA. When it comes down to the complete package offensively, when it comes down to not having a flaw offensively, forget jumping. We're talking about a guy that can't even do a damn calf raise, let alone explode off the damn floor. His whole game is predicated on skill. He's the best passing big that we've ever seen. And so it's hard to go out there and say, man the hell up. Or it's hard to say, lock in and somebody just got to do their job. No, you just can't do your job. It's a reason he's a two-time MVP. It's a reason that he might win his third in a row. He's just that special.
I agree.
You know what he's doing?
Go ahead, Scal.
Perk giving all the love to the whack body. Perk thinks if he could redo his career, he could be a whack body MVP. Perk, you can't shoot that fadeaway. You can't shoot that fadeaway like that. You can't drop dimes like that, Perk.
And all three of us on here, we all need to be very, very appreciative of him representing for the team whack body. All three.
No, y'all the only two on the whack body squad.
Go ahead,
you better
Eddie.
stop that, man. Stop the. You're the only two on the whack body squad. But really, though, with Jokic, though, I think this, like, the way he is a very skilled passer, a very skilled basketball player, highly skilled. And I think more so than his skill set, I think his IQ is off the wall. You know, it's off the charts, excuse me. And that to me is what separates him from everybody. You don't have to be the most athletic. He just outsmarts everybody. He understands. He watches. The way he plays lets me know that he's a film watcher, that he studies a game, that he's a student of the game. Because, like you said, Scal, there's nothing you could throw at him that he's not ready for. And most people that win, they not a student of the game, and they rely on talent and just ability by themselves, they could get caught off guard, and you'd be like, oh, they need to work on certain things. There's nothing that these guys that you could throw at him that he's not ready for double team wise. Now, you know, one-on-one, he still goes gets his money and all that. But at the end of the day, he's a student of the game. We can't knock him for anything he's doing. And I think he's a phenomenal basketball player. And if he is, he can win 3 straight if they are the number 1 team in the West.
30 points, 12 rebounds, and 12 assists for the Joker in this win against the Celtics. All right, thanks so much, guys. Let's take a break here on Celtics Post Game Live. Another look at that final score on New Year's Day, 123 to 111.